Hello, my curious and clever Gemini. As we dive into the swirling energies of August 2024, can you feel that little tingle in your fingertips? That spark of electricity in the air? It's like the universe is whispering secrets just for you. And oh boy, do we have some juicy cosmic gossip to share? You've been feeling it, haven't you? That restless energy, that sense that something big is just around the corner. It's like you're standing on the edge of a diving board, toes curled over the edge, heart racing with anticipation. Part of you is dying to take the plunge, while another part is frantically Googling, how deep is this pool anyway? Well, my air sign amigo, August is all about taking that leap. And trust me, the water's fine. But before we dive into the delicious details, smash that subscribe button faster than you can change your mind, which, let's face it, for a Gemini could be any second now. You won't want to miss the celestial revelations we're about to uncover. They might just be the secret sauce to turning this month into your personal blockbuster hit. Ready to flip the script on your life and star in your own cosmic rom-com with a dash of action-adventure? Let's jump in.
Okay, look who's decided to grace us with her presence. The Queen of Swords struts into your reading, and honey, she means business. This card is all about clear thinking, direct communication, and cutting through the BS. It's like your inner boss lady just got a megaphone and a really sharp pair of scissors. Now, I know what you're thinking, my witty Gemini. Clear thinking, direct communication. But what about my love for wordplay and my talent for talking in circles? Don't worry, you're not losing your charm. You're just adding a new weapon to your conversational arsenal. This month, you're being called to embrace your inner truth teller. It's time to swap those rose-colored glasses for a pair of high-definition specs. In your career, this could mean finally speaking up about that brilliant idea you've been sitting on. Around August 8th, when Venus squares Uranus, you might feel a sudden urge to shake things up at work. Don't resist it. Your unique perspective could be exactly what your team needs. In your relationships, the Queen of Swords is urging you to cut through the fluff and get to the heart of matters. It's time for some real talk, Gemini. That friend who's been taking advantage of your kindness, that situationship that's going nowhere, the Queen of Swords is handing you the scissors to cut those ties if needed. But remember, being clear doesn't mean being unkind. Think of yourself as a cosmic surgeon, making precise incisions to remove what no longer serves you, all while maintaining the gentle touch of a healer. It's like you're performing emotional laser surgery, quick, precise, and surprisingly painless. So sharpen that wit, Gemini. This month, your words are your superpower. Use them wisely and you'll find yourself cutting through confusion and paving the way for some major breakthroughs. Who knows? By the end of August, you might just find that the truth has indeed set you free.
Ooh la la, Gemini. The Lover's card sachets into your past position and it's serving up some major choose your own adventure vibes. This card is all about choices, partnerships, and finding your other half, be it a person, a passion, or a purpose. It looks like you've been doing some serious soul searching lately. Now, don't panic. This doesn't necessarily mean you've been tangled up in a steamy love triangle, although if you have, no judgment here. The Lover's card is about more than just romantic relationships. It's about the big, life-altering choices we make. It's like you've been standing at a cosmic crossroads trying to decide which path to take. In your career, this might have manifested as a struggle between following your passion and pursuing practicality. Maybe you've been torn between two job offers, or perhaps you've been considering a major career shift. It's like your heart and your head have been playing an endless game of tug-of-war. In your personal life, the Lover suggests you might have been grappling with issues of commitment and authenticity. Have you been struggling to balance your need for independence with your desire for connection? It's like you've been trying to solve a Rubik's Cube of emotions. But here's the thing, my dual-natured friend, this struggle has been preparing you for something big. Remember back in early July, when Mars entered Gemini? That was the universe's way of lighting a fire under you, pushing you to make those tough decisions. It was preparing you for this moment now where you're ready to align your choices with your true self. As we move into August, carry this hard-earned wisdom with you. The choices you've made, the lessons you've learned, they're all part of your journey, and now you're ready to write the next chapter. So grab that pen or keyboard, it is 2024 after all, and start crafting your story. After all, who better to star in the rom-com of your life than you?
Hold on to your hats, Gemini, because the Ace of Wands is about to set your world on fire in the best possible way. This card bursts into your future position like a cosmic firework, and it's bringing with it a spark of pure, unadulterated potential. It's like the universe just handed you a magic wand and said, go on, make some magic. The Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, inspiration, and creative energy.
It's the universe's way of giving you a great big yes to that idea you've been nurturing. You know the one, that spark of inspiration that's been keeping you up at night, that wild dream that seems almost too good to be true. Well, guess what? It's time to make it a reality. In your career, this could manifest as a brilliant new project or a fresh approach to your work. Maybe you'll finally start that podcast you've been dreaming about, or perhaps you'll find an innovative solution to a problem that's been stumping your whole team. Around August 19th, when the Aquarius full moon lights up your house of adventure and higher learning, don't be surprised if you have a major eureka moment. It's like your brain just got an upgrade to the premium package. In your personal life, the Ace of Wands could herald the beginning of a passionate new relationship or the rekindling of an existing one. Single Geminis might find themselves swept off their feet by someone who sets their soul on fire. Coupled Geminis could discover a new shared interest that breathes fresh life into their relationship. It's like Cupid traded in his bow for a flamethrower. But remember, Gemini, the Ace of Wands is just the spark. It's up to you to fan that flame into a roaring fire. This card is an invitation to take action, to be bold, to pursue your passions with everything you've got. It's like the universe is saying, lights, camera, action, and you're the star of the show. So, as you move through August, keep your eyes peeled for opportunities to ignite your passions. That random idea that pops into your head during your morning shower, write it down. That sudden urge to try something new, go for it. The Ace of Wands is your cosmic green light, Gemini. It's time to step on the gas and see where this adventure takes you. Well, what do we have here? The Six of Cups skips into your concern position, bringing with it a whiff of nostalgia and a sprinkle of childhood magic. It's like the universe just handed you a pair of rose-tinted glasses and a ticket to memory lane. But before you start planning a trip back to your old elementary school, let's unpack what this really means for you, Gemini. The Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, innocence, and past connections. It suggests that your main concern right now might be rooted in the past. Are you finding yourself lost in memories more often than usual? Maybe you're reminiscing about simpler times, or perhaps you're wondering about the road not taken. It's like you're starring in your own personal episode of This Is Your Life, Gemini Edition. In your career, this might manifest as a longing for a job or role you once had. Maybe you're missing the excitement of a past project or the camaraderie of an old team. It's natural to look back fondly, but remember, there's a reason your car's windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. In your personal life, the Six of Cups could indicate that you're thinking about reconnecting with old friends or revisiting past relationships. Perhaps an ex has been popping up in your thoughts or your DMs, or maybe you're considering reaching out to a childhood bestie. It's like the universe is playing a cosmic game of blast from the past. Now here's the thing, Gemini. While it's lovely to take a stroll down memory lane, be careful not to set up camp there. The Six of Cups is reminding you that while the past can offer valuable lessons and sweet memories, your future is where the real magic happens. As we move through August, particularly around the 15th when Mercury goes retrograde in Leo, you might feel this pull towards the past more strongly. Use this time to reflect on your journey, appreciate how far you've come, and maybe even resolve any lingering issues from your past. But remember, you're not moving backwards. You're taking the best parts of your past and using them to build an even brighter future. So go ahead, indulge in a little nostalgia. Flip through old photo albums, reconnect with old friends, maybe even revisit a childhood hobby, but use these experiences as fuel for your future, not as an excuse to live in the past. After all, Gemini, your best days aren't behind you. They're just waiting for you to create them.
Buckle up, Gemini, because the Wheel of Fortune is spinning into your emotional undercurrent, and it's about to take you on one wild cosmic ride. This card is all about change, cycles, and the ups and downs of life. It's like you're on a celestial roller coaster, and the universe just yelled, "Keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times." The Wheel of Fortune suggests that beneath your cool, witty exterior, there's a whirlwind of emotions spinning around. You might be feeling a mix of excitement and anxiety about the changes happening in your life. It's like you're standing in the middle of a tornado, watching various aspects of your life swirl around you, some rising up, others coming down. In your career, this emotional undercurrent might manifest as a sense of uncertainty about your professional future. Maybe you're feeling like you're on the brink of a big break, or perhaps you're worried about potential setbacks. Remember, Gemini, in the game of life, sometimes you're the pigeon and sometimes you're the statue. The key is to keep playing. In your personal life, the Wheel of Fortune could indicate that your relationships are going through a period of flux. You might be experiencing highs and lows with your loved ones, or perhaps you're navigating the ever-changing dynamics of your social circle. It's like you're playing emotional musical chairs, and the music could stop at any moment. But here's the secret, my mercurial friend. The Wheel of Fortune isn't just about fate or luck. It's about how you choose to ride the wheel. You can't control which way it spins, but you can control how you react to its movements. As we approach the Aquarius full moon on August 19th, you might feel these emotional shifts more intensely. This is a great time to practice going with the flow. Instead of trying to control every aspect of your life, try embracing the changes. It's like cosmic surfing. The waves will come whether you're ready or not, so you might as well learn to ride them. Remember, Gemini, change is the only constant in life. And with your adaptable nature, you're better equipped than most to handle whatever the Wheel of Fortune throws your way. So hold on tight, keep that signature Gemini smile on your face, and enjoy the ride. After all, life's too short for boring emotions.
Oh, Gemini, my witty wordsmith, it looks like the Eight of Swords has snuck into your unspoken fear position. This card is all about feeling trapped, restricted, or limited, but here's the kicker. Most of these limitations are self-imposed. It's like you've accidentally locked yourself in a mental escape room and you've forgotten that you've had the key all along. This card suggests that deep down you might be afraid of your own potential. It's like you've got this brilliant, beautiful mind, which, let's face it, you totally do, but you're scared of really letting it loose on the world. Maybe you're worried about failure, or perhaps you're concerned about the responsibilities that come with success. It's like you're Spider-Man if Spider-Man was too scared to leave his apartment. In your career, this fear might manifest as imposter syndrome. You might be holding back from applying for that promotion or pitching that innovative idea because you're worried you're not good enough. Newsflash, Gemini, you are. It's time to take off that invisible blindfold and see yourself for the rock star you truly are. In your personal life, the Eight of Swords could indicate a fear of vulnerability or intimacy. You might be building walls around your heart, thinking you're protecting yourself, when really you're just keeping out all the good stuff. It's like you're wearing emotional armor to a pool party. Sure, you're protected, but you're missing out on all the fun. But here's the thing about the Eight of Swords. It's all about perspective. If you look closely, you'll see that the bonds aren't that tight, the swords aren't that close, and the blindfold is loose enough to peek under. In other words, you have the power to free yourself. As we move towards the end of August, particularly around the 28th when Mercury goes direct, challenge yourself to face these fears head on. Speak them out loud, write them down, share them with a trusted friend. Sometimes just acknowledging our fears can take away their power. Remember, Gemini, your mind is your greatest asset, but it can also be your biggest obstacle if you let it. So it's time to flip the script. Instead of using that brilliant brain of yours to imagine worst-case scenarios, use it to dream up best-case ones. After all, if you're going to be stuck in your head, it might as well be a party up there.
Well, hello there, you little devil. The devil card has sauntered into your irrational passion position, and things are about to get spicy. Now, before you start Googling exorcists, let me assure you, this isn't about literal demons. It's about those delicious, irresistible temptations that make life worth living and occasionally complicate it. The devil represents our deepest desires, our guilty pleasures, and those things we just can't seem to resist, even when we know we probably should. It's like that ex you keep texting at 2 a.m. or that last piece of cake you eat straight from the fridge. You know it's not the best idea, but damn, it feels good. In your career, this irrational passion might manifest as a project or role that you're completely obsessed with, even if it's not the most practical choice. Maybe you're pouring all your energy into a long-shot idea, or perhaps you're considering a risky career move that both thrills and terrifies you. It's like you're playing career Russian roulette and you can't stop spinning the chamber. In your personal life, the devil could indicate a relationship or situation that you know isn't ideal, but you just can't seem to walk away from. It might be a toxic friendship, a tumultuous romance, or even a bad habit you've been trying to kick. It's like you're starring in your own personal soap opera and you're addicted to the drama. But here's the secret about the devil, Gemini. It's not about good or evil. It's about recognizing your desires and making conscious choices about them. It's about understanding that you're not a puppet to your passions. You're the puppeteer. As we approach the Leo new moon on August 4th, you might feel these passionate urges more intensely. This is a great time to examine your desires. What's driving them? What need are they fulfilling? And most importantly, are they serving your highest good? Remember, Gemini, there's nothing wrong with a little indulgence now and then. Life's too short for eternal self-denial, but it's about balance. So go ahead, flirt with the devil a little, dance with your desires. Just make sure you're the one leading the tango, not the other way around. Well, okay, here comes the Four of Wands is dancing into your ambition sector, and it's bringing some serious celebration vibes with it. This card is all about achievements, milestones, and creating a stable foundation for future success. It's like the universe is throwing you a cosmic block party, and you're the guest of honor. Now, I know what you're thinking, my ever-changing Gemini. Stability? Foundations? Isn't that more of a Taurus thing? But hear me out. This card is showing that your driving ambition right now is to create something lasting, something you can truly be proud of. It's like you're finally ready to turn your air castle dreams into solid ground-level realities. In your career, this could manifest as a desire to complete a major project or reach a significant professional milestone. Maybe you're gunning for that promotion, or perhaps you're ready to launch that business you've been dreaming about. Around August 22nd, when the Sun enters Virgo, you'll have an extra boost of practical energy to help you build those foundations. It's like the universe is handing you a cosmic tool belt. Time to get building. In your personal life, the Four of Wands might be driving you to create more stability in your relationships or home life. You might find yourself dreaming of moving in with a partner, planning a commitment ceremony, or even just creating a more harmonious living space. It's like you're ready to trade in your nomadic tent for a cozy cottage. But don't worry, it'll have plenty of windows for your Gemini soul to gaze out of. The key here is to recognize that stability doesn't mean stagnation. You're not settling. You're creating a launch pad for even bigger adventures. Think of it like building your own personal Avengers Tower, a place to rest, recharge, and plan your next world-saving mission. So go ahead, Gemini. Let your ambition drive you towards creating something real and lasting. All right, Gemini, brace yourself. The Knight of Pentacles has trotted into your obstacle position, and he's brought his signature slow and steady energy with him. Now, for a fast-paced, idea-a-minute sign like you, this might feel about as exciting as watching paint dry. But stick with me here. This knight has some valuable lessons for you. The Knight of Pentacles represents methodical progress, attention to detail, and patient dedication. In other words, he's the poster child for slow and steady wins the race. And therein lies your obstacle, my mercurial friend. Your primary challenge this month might be learning to slow down and focus on one thing at a time. It's like the universe is asking you to trade in your sports car for a dependable minivan, not as flashy, but it'll get you where you need to go. In your career, this obstacle might manifest as a project that requires more attention to detail than you're used to. Maybe you're being asked to double-check figures, proofread documents, or follow a strict protocol. It's like you're being asked to become the world's most fabulous accountant when all you want to do is brainstorm the next big thing. In your personal life, the Knight of Pentacles could be highlighting your struggle with consistency or long-term planning. You might find it challenging to stick to routines or make steady progress towards your goals. It's like you're trying to write a novel, but your Gemini brain keeps wanting to skip to the exciting plot twists. But here's the thing. Gemini, sometimes slow and steady, really does win the race. This obstacle is actually an opportunity in disguise. It's teaching you the value of persistence, the power of small, consistent actions, and the beauty of seeing things through to completion. As we move through August, particularly around the 13th when Mercury goes retrograde in Leo, you might feel this clash between your natural speed and the night's slow pace more acutely. Use this time to practice patience. Try focusing on one task at a time, seeing it through to completion before moving on to the next. It's like you're training for a marathon of focus, and trust me, the endurance you build will serve you well in the long run. Remember, Gemini, your quick wit and adaptability are still your superpowers. You're just adding a new skill to your toolkit. Who knows? By embracing a little of the night's steadiness, you might just find yourself achieving things you never thought possible. After all, even the most brilliant ideas need a solid foundation to stand on. Well, what do we have hatching here? The egg card cracks open in your inciting incident position, and it's bringing with it all the potential and promise of new beginnings. It's like the universe just handed you a cosmic incubator and said, "Here, nurture this, it's going to be big." The egg symbolizes potential, new ideas, and the early stages of creation. It's the spark before the flame, the seed before the flower, the once upon a time before the epic tale unfolds. And for you, my idea-loving Gemini, this is incredibly exciting stuff. This inciting incident suggests that a new opportunity or idea is about to present itself to you. It might come in the form of a sudden inspiration, an unexpected offer, or a chance encounter that sets off a chain of events. It's like you're about to stumble upon the plot twist that changes everything in your personal story. Now, let's connect this to what we've seen so far. Remember that Ace of Wands energy we talked about earlier? Well, the egg is like the Ace of Wands in its purest, most potential-filled form. It's the idea before it catches fire, the inspiration before it takes flight. As we move into the second half of August, keep your eyes peeled for signs of this new beginning. It might be subtle at first, a passing thought, a random conversation, a seemingly insignificant event, but don't be fooled by its humble beginnings. This egg has the potential to hatch into something truly spectacular. Your task, Gemini, is to recognize this potential when it appears and to nurture it. Give it your attention, your creativity, your unique Gemini spark. It's like you're being handed the first page of a brand new story, and you get to decide how it unfolds. Remember, every great adventure starts with a single step, and every world-changing idea starts as a tiny spark. This egg is your spark, Gemini. What will you help it become? Oh, Gemini, the universe is really hammering home its message this month. The change card swirls into your reading, bringing with it winds of transformation and the promise of new horizons. It's like the cosmic DJ just switched up the track, and now you're dancing to a whole new beat. This card is echoing and amplifying the messages we've seen throughout your reading. Remember the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your emotional undercurrent? The Ace of Wands igniting new passions? The Egg of Potential waiting to hatch? Well, the change card is tying all of these threads together into one clear message. Transformation is not just coming, it's already here. Change is whispering, or maybe shouting, knowing you Geminis, that it's time to embrace the shifts happening in your life. It's urging you to be flexible, adaptable, and open to new possibilities, all qualities that you, as an air sign, naturally possess. In your career, this could manifest as a sudden shift in your professional path. Maybe a new opportunity will present itself that you never considered before. Or perhaps you'll find an innovative way to approach your current work. It's like you're playing career Tetris, and suddenly all the pieces are falling into place in a way you never expected. In your personal life, the change card might be heralding shifts in your relationships or your sense of self. You might find yourself outgrowing old patterns or beliefs, making room for new, more authentic ways of being. It's like you're shedding an old skin, revealing a shinier, more fabulous version of yourself underneath. As we approach the end of August, particularly around the 28th when Mercury goes direct, pay attention to the changes unfolding around and within you. Embrace them, dance with them, let them reshape your world in exciting new ways. Remember, Gemini, change isn't something that happens to you. It's something you actively participate in. You're not just a leaf being blown about by the winds of change. You're the wind itself, directing your own course, choosing your own adventure. So spread those wings, my adaptable air sign. The winds of change are blowing, and they're carrying you towards something amazing. Are you ready for the ride of your life? All right, Gemini, it's time to flex those mental muscles. The willpower card strides into your reading, and it's here to remind you of the incredible strength you possess. It's like the universe is spotting you at the cosmic gym, cheering you on as you lift weights you never thought possible. Willpower is all about inner strength, determination, and the ability to overcome obstacles. It's that little voice inside that says, I can, when everything else is screaming, I can't. And for you, Gemini, it's a reminder of the incredible power you have to shape your own destiny. This card is beautifully complementing the change card we just discussed. While change brings transformation, willpower gives you the strength to navigate and direct that transformation. It's like change is the river, and willpower is your paddle. You might not be able to control the flow, but you can certainly steer your boat. In your career, willpower is urging you to push through any challenges or self-doubt. Remember that Knight of Pentacles obstacle we talked about? Well, willpower is here to help you overcome it. It's reminding you that you have the strength to focus, to persevere, to see things through to completion. It's like you're training for the mental Olympics, and honey, you're going for gold. In your personal life, willpower might manifest as the strength to break old habits or stand firm in your convictions. Maybe you'll find the courage to have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding, or the determination to stick to a personal goal. It's like you're the protagonist in your own hero's journey, and this is your moment to shine. As we move through the last days of August, particularly around the 30th when Venus enters Libra, Tap into this willpower energy. Use it to stay true to yourself, to push through challenges, and to keep moving towards your goals, even when the going gets tough. Remember, Gemini, willpower isn't about being perfect or never struggling. It's about getting back up every time you fall, about choosing to keep going even when it's hard. And with your adaptable nature and quick wit, you've got willpower in spades.
And for our grand finale, we have the Infinity card swooping in to tie everything together with a beautiful cosmic bow. This card is all about limitless potential, eternal cycles, and the interconnectedness of all things. It's like the universe is zooming out to show you the big picture, and oh, what a picture it is. The infinity symbol reminds us that everything is connected in an endless cycle of creation and transformation. It's the perfect capstone to your reading, Gemini, echoing and amplifying all the themes we've explored. Remember the wheel of fortune spinning in your emotional undercurrent? Infinity reminds you that what goes around comes around, but also that you have the power to influence your cycles. The change and willpower cards? Infinity shows that change is constant, and your willpower is an infinite resource you can always tap into. In your career, Infinity encourages you to think big, really big. It's urging you to see beyond immediate goals to the long-term vision of what you want to create in the world. It's like you're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. You're thinking 10 moves ahead. In your personal life, Infinity reminds you of the endless potential for growth and renewal in your relationships and in yourself. It's encouraging you to see challenges not as endpoints, but as turning points in an ongoing journey of evolution. As we wrap up August and look towards the future, carry this vision of infinity with you. Remember that every ending is also a beginning, every challenge an opportunity for growth. Your potential, Gemini, is truly limitless. Bringing it all together, August 2024 is shaping up to be a month of profound transformation and unlimited potential for you, Gemini. You're being called to embrace change, tap into your inner strength, nurture new beginnings, and see the bigger picture. It might feel like a lot, but remember, you've got the adaptability of air and the power of duality on your side. You can handle anything the universe throws your way, and you'll do it with style. Remember, dear Gemini, these predictions are signposts on your journey, not set-in-stone destinations. Your free will and actions shape your path. Use these insights as a cosmic heads-up, empowering you to make the most of the energies coming your way. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is a general reading for your sun sign, so don't forget to check out the readings for your rising and moon signs for a more complete picture of the month. So, are you ready to spread those wings and soar into infinite possibilities? The stars are aligning in your favor, Gemini. It's time to show the world the magic that happens when quick wit meets endless potential. Until next time, may your path be lit by starlight and your heart be as light as the air that governs you. Keep shining, Gemini.
Please subscribe to Oracle Mystics for more forecasts and readings. Your support keeps us alive. Remember to check out the predictions for your rising and moon signs for a greater picture of what your future holds. Thank you for watching and stay wonderful.